Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Walker Venrick with Sharp Sports Network, bringing you my top 3 plays for this 4-game NBA slate here on February 4th. We have an awesome slate on our hands for a 4-gamer. There are quite a few studs on this slate. It's a pretty star-studded little slate, to say the least. So we're going to jump right into this one, though. If you have not already, please do leave a like on this video. We greatly appreciate your support, as always. And if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns for us, please leave them in the comment section below. We're happy to give y'all advice when we can. Jumping into this one, though, the first play I want to talk to you guys about is going to be on MonkeyKnifeFight. I absolutely love this site. I've been having a lot of fun over here, and one of my favorite plays today is going to be the over on Drew Holiday and the over on Chris Middleton in fantasy points. All you have to do when you come over here to MonkeyKnifeFight, if you've never been here before, is just go to New Game, and then when you're over here, they're going to have a list of all the games, as well as a mixture of the early games, the all-day, everything like that. Click on the Bucks and Pelicans, and then find the correct fantasy one, the 2 out of 2. This is for 3 extra money, so if you put $5 on it, you can win up to 15, or you would win 15, or you would lose. But I do like the over on both of them quite a bit today in this massive total game, and it's going to be a very fast-paced one at that. Make sure, if you have not already, when you do sign up over here, use code SSN for your first deposit for a 100% match up to $50. Now, jumping over to DraftKings for one of my top 3 plays over here, it is going to be Chris Middleton from that MonkeyKnifeFight play. He is at 7,300, which just seems too good to be true over here for me. He has a 26% usage rate on the year, and this is just an incredible spot for Chris Middleton tonight. He sees almost all of his minutes at the 3, and the Pelicans allow more fantasy points per game to opposing small forwards than any team in the NBA. Chris Middleton has been on an absolute heater lately. Obviously, this 76.5 fantasy point game was without Giannis on the court, so that's a little bit of a different story. Obviously, it's a great spot, though, against a team like Washington, who's fast-paced, similar to the Pelicans are. And the most recent 2 games were with Giannis on the court, though, and he did break 40.5 fantasy in both of those. Specifically, the Denver one is just not a strong matchup for a small forward like Chris Middleton, and he's in a great spot here tonight. He should have no issue with 7.3K. For some reason, he got priced down to 7.3K after these 3 in a row performances of 40+ fantasy points. So I love to see him at this price tag tonight. This is a great spot for him because the Milwaukee Bucks are 6.5-point favorites tonight, which is relatively competitive for this team that's just been smoking everybody. They've been absolutely dominant. So if this game does stay within 6.5 points, everybody, of course, is going to see the full run, and it just makes way too much sense because this game has a 246-point total right now. That is a monster total, and it is easily the highest total on the slate. I just love him way too much at this price tag. It makes way too much sense to me. Now, jumping over to FanDuel for the next play I have for you guys, that is the beard. I'm sure you saw this one coming. James Harden at 11.6K on FanDuel and 12K on DraftKings. James Harden has a 37% usage rate on the year, but when we take off Clint Capella and Russell Westbrook, as Russell Westbrook's doubtful, he is. I'm expecting him to 100% miss this game tonight, but Capella is already ruled out. If they are both off the court, he has a 49% usage rate. That is an insane number to comprehend. It's absolutely unreal. And it's a usage rate like that is what we honestly need to pay off a price tag like 12K. So it's something that's definitely important. We know it's going to be there. The question is he going to shoot effectively enough to pay off that price tag? We still have Eric Gordon, who seemed really dominant without James Harden and Russell on the court. So I expect Eric Gordon to soak up some of the usage. So that's definitely a slight concern. But if James Harden shoots effectively, he's going to have no issue dropping 75, 80+ fantasy points tonight. The Hornets are the slowest team in the league, and that's something that we don't usually like to target players in pace down spots like this. But when we're talking about a sharpshooter like James Harden, who's also, just a little side note, he's been filling up the stat sheet in terms of his rebounds and assists too, which is good. But in a slow-paced game like this for a shooter that's going to see Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier stepping out to him on the perimeter, it's just not a threat. He's gonna be able to do what he wants with the ball, and he's definitely going to be able to take his time and load up those threes. So if he's on tonight, he's going to crush this price tag, and it could be an absolute monster slate-breaking night for James Harden without his fellow superstars on the court. So definitely don't sleep on James Harden. He is a great play in all formats, but I will say in GPPs with these 2 guys off the court, I expect him to be very popular. He is a great leverage fade. If you do want to fade James Harden tonight, that should give you a lot of leverage over the field, and you can look elsewhere for a superstar. Maybe a superstar like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is my 3rd play today. I know that some of you guys are probably wondering, you can't talk about Middleton and Giannis Antetokounmpo in the same video. I love them both tonight. This is such a massive total game, such a fast-paced game, and like I said, it's projected to be relatively competitive as the Bucks are only 6.5-point favorites right now. Giannis and Chris Middleton do not cancel each other out. This is a great spot for both of them. I'm okay with playing both of them in the same lineup. Giannis has a 37% usage rate on the year, and it's absolutely fine, like I said, to play them both in the same lineup tonight. Don't have any concern with that at all. This massive 246-point total game is insane. The Pelicans are actually the 5th fastest team in the league, too. It's going to be a very fast up and down game. There's going to be a ton of rebounding opportunities for guys like Giannis and guys like Chris Middleton that are going to make those double-double bonuses and those triple-double bonuses much more within reach or much more achievable. And I like a lot of pieces in this game. I definitely don't mind a game stack for tournaments and things like that, but I think Chris Middleton and Giannis Antetokounmpo are absolutely fine in all formats. I prefer Giannis in tournaments as of right now, though, because I expect James Harden to be very, very popular. So unless you're going for a little bit more leverage in cash games, then Harden's probably the route, but I love Giannis today. This is going to be a very, very awesome game, the Pelicans-Bucks game, and I definitely want to be a little bit more overweight on it compared to the field, but that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you did enjoy this video. Thank you guys very much for coming out. I will be live streaming on Twitch this afternoon around 4:30, 5 o'clock Eastern. Make sure you come out to that. The link is in the description below, but I will see you guys in the live stream later or in my video tomorrow, so thank you guys again for coming out, and good luck on this slate tonight.